moral conviction. So let's take a look at these two men. Here's a man who is strong in body but weak in character. He falls to the mercy of his sensual flesh desires. Samson. Here's a man who shows strength of character. He runs away from the lust and the sensual passions that you battle with in this room every day. One man, he ends his life looking big but blind. Even though his last act was great, we only remember his bald head. I guess even coming back is tough. This man, Joseph, shows that character is stronger than power. What did I say? I want you to remember this as a leader. Never be impressed with people's power. You want to study their character. Never trust a person with power. Only trust people with character. Never be impressed with people who have power. Seek for those who have the silent strength of character. Joseph gets my vote. So the conclusion of the matter is simple. Write it down. The foundation of leadership is character. This statement sounds very simple, but it's not. I didn't say that the roof of leadership is character. I didn't say the windows and the walls of your life is character. I said the foundation of your leadership is character. So, I want to remind you of what character is. If you may, you can record it. Character is a commitment to a set of values without compromise. When Joseph was tested, he had to decide whether he valued lust and pleasure more than prison. Joseph chose prison. Pleasure and prison both begin with P. You got to decide which P is more important in your life. Which P is your priority? Pleasure? Or are you going to pursue this simple, powerful essence of principle? Number two, character is dedication to a set of standards without wavering. Samson didn't survive. His standards collapsed under the weight of lust. He lost the most important thing a human being can possess, and that is a character that has moral force. Number three, character is self-imposed discipline in keeping with moral convictions. Notice the term self-imposed. Nobody made Joseph run. And nobody made Samson stay. It's always up to you. You are the creator of your own character. Discipline is self-imposition. I am coming to the conclusion very slowly in my years of dealing with leadership issues that conviction is really the key to leadership. It's conviction. I never thought I would come to such a simple conclusion, because you can actually discover your purpose and still not be convicted enough to pursue it. It is conviction that sends people to prison. It is conviction that makes people run from pleasure. It is conviction that creates character. Number 4, character is a constant effort to integrate your words, your deeds, and your actions. I showed you in the evening session an illustration of the 2 men who were one man, and how the process is to bring those 2 men together until there's only one man. You want to integrate your words. When you say something, you actually do it. And you do it because you are it. And number 5, character is the willingness to sacrifice your pleasure for the sake of principles. So character is basically being one with yourself. By the way, I don't have time to get into this, but in my book on character, I talk about the fact that God is God because he is character. You know, the Hebraic concept of God, when they describe God, they concluded one word: God is one. Now, some of you have no idea what that means. And if you speak to a Jewish scholar right now, he will tell you that that is the most important quality of God. God is one. He is integrated. Would you believe, write this down, the word holy actually means one. Holy means one. We use terms like pure, we use terms like sanctified, but no, it actually means one. It means there's no dichotomy in the person. It means that the person is so pure, there's no ulterior elements. You know, there are people who you know who have ulterior motive. These are dangerous people. A person with ulterior motives is a person without character. So to be one means that you have arrived at a point of what we call holiness. And don't tell me that is not possible, because someone said 2,000 years ago, be holy like your Father in heaven is. He will never command what's not possible. You should never be 2 people. And most people are. Matter of fact, your greatest battle is between you and your other self. And the more your secret self can become public, you become closer to character. I want to talk about values because character is founded in values. And this word philosophy is important. The most powerful component of leadership is philosophy. Now, this is important because I want to show you how philosophy is really the manifestation of your character. Philosophy is your belief system. Your belief system comes from all the ideas that you collected over time that you have accepted as truth. Or, in my perspective from this session, acceptable. All leaders manifest their philosophy through their belief system. So I'm going to give you a little list to write down. Belief creates your values. Your values produce your morals. Your morals inform your ethics. Your ethics produce your character, and your character controls your life. So please follow the system very carefully. First, what's number one? Beliefs create your values. If you believe that taking something that doesn't belong to you is not right, if you believe that, then you follow the process. If you believe that stealing, we call it, is not right, then that becomes valuable to you. It becomes a value to you. That value then produces your moral response to the opportunity to steal. And because your moral response is that this value is too important to you to violate, then your behavior becomes what they call ethical behavior. You have ethical behavior. It informs your ethics. And because your ethics, which people can see, takes action, then people say you are a person of character. And if you do it consistently, they say you have a life of character. So there's a process. Let's go through leadership keys. In my books on leadership, I have isolated over 14 necessary components of leadership, but I isolated them down, diluted them down to 3 in this session. 3 most important components of leadership. The first one is purpose, which is the source of your vision. The second one is potential, which is the source of your ability and skill. And the third one is principles, which are the key and the most important, because they are the values that you hold dear and will not violate. Leadership, therefore, is purpose. That's your mentality, your vision, the things you see and feel. Your ability, potential, is the second one. That's your power to perform and to do. But the third one is principles. And this one has to do with being responsible. Tiger Woods